So, Joe's tearing up the house again today. It's like, it's the hottest day of the year. Dad wanted to open the door to cool down the house. And Joe comes down like a child and goes slamming all the door. Like, he slams the door, the front door that Dad wanted open. And I said, Dad, Joe's going to probably come down and slam that. And then he didn't believe me. And then Joe came down immediately after that and slammed it. And Dad's like, oh my god, who did that? And I'm like, well, Joe did that. I just saw him do it. Yeah, there used to be people with promise, you know. There used to be my brothers. There used to be people with a future who had a chance of becoming good people. But now they're none of that. Joe doesn't even have a job anymore, you know. At least I have a job and I'm trying to keep a job, trying to keep working for as long as I can, be independent and pay for my car and try and earn more. He's just like, you know, quit his job again and he's not working at all, so he's not going to become anything. He's not going to even, he doesn't even want to try and get enough hours to work and become something. I think this week I've worked more hours than I've ever worked before. I think it's like 33.5 hours, and I've just finished this work week, so yeah, this week being 33 hours 30, I think it was, or was it 45? 33 hours 30, I'm going to say, hours worked, which isn't as much as other people, I know, but at least I'm trying, and I'm trying to earn and stuff. But he's not going to try. He's lazy, he just wants to sit in his room and play video games, thinks he owns the house, but he actually doesn't own anything that he hasn't paid for. And he's a hoarder, and he just hoards video games in particular. And I'm wearing a GoPro on my chest today because the alert level has escalated in the house. Don't know how much of this you can see, hopefully you can see some of it. I was just thinking, I remember when they were little babies, or toddlers, I guess they were toddlers. They were very young, and whenever they were crying, like, I used to bring them their quilt, we call it, a little kind of square of fabric when they were crying, and then they'd stop crying and like suck on the corner of the quilt like a comforter blanket. And yeah, just one of the many little thoughts I had when they were babies, and they still act like children now, but I think they haven't grown past that, to be honest. They're just, another memory I have is like they were always attacking each other. I've got two twin brothers, they're like identical twins with each other. Like, I'm not an identical twin of them, they're identical twins of each other. For some reason, that makes them think they have to act like a married couple, do a weird collectivist thing. Anyway, they'd get into scraps with each other, get like physical fights all the time when they were, I don't know, 12 years old or something. How old would they have been? Quite young, but not, I don't think they're maybe they're early teenagers or something like that. And they'd just beat each other up, and I'd get between them like a peacekeeper, not the Farscape kind, and not the UN kind either, but someone trying to keep the peace in the house. They'd get into a physical fight with each other, and I'd stand between them and stop them fighting and hold them back from each other and say, like, fighting is wrong in the family, between family members. And now, instead of fighting each other, they've like collectivized into this weird marriage thing, and they're just attacking me and my dad instead. So I never should have, in hindsight, I never should have broke them up from fighting each other. I should have just let them fucking hate each other and beat each other up. Probably would have resulted with them being a little bit more normal now. Whatever. Anyway, I will try and deal with it, with this high alert situation. And they're also doing it because Mum's away, and for some reason, even though they do things to Mum as well, and she's fine, she pretends she's fine with them doing things to her because, she says in her own words, violence in the house is fine because my sisters did it to me when I was young. So I can't fucking talk to her. She condoned the violence against me 3 times, bringing that up as an excuse. Horrendous. Catch you later, folks.